My first gaming mouse was a Razer Abyssus, and the clip that's playing, that's me using it 12 years ago. From the first day I got the mouse, I knew it wasn't perfect for me. I didn't like the shape, and the clicks were way too stiff. I was left feeling like I would do better if I just managed to find the perfect mouse for myself. So today I want to share and critique some of my favorite mice with you. As a disclaimer, I'm quite tall in real life, and I have big, strong, manly hands. So I prefer larger mice than most people. The first mouse I want to talk about is the Razer DeathAdder V3. The sensor on it is the best I've felt, but at least for me that's the only good part about it. Compared to the old DeathAdders, the clicks are hard to press, and at least in my hand the shape has a huge flaw. If you grip it here with your thumb using any force at all, the mouse will start to lift up and fall flat on its side. Anyways, here's how the mouse sounds. The next mouse is a copy of the Logitech G305. It has a very unique egg shape that is suitable for small hands. The main buttons are very light and spammable. Sadly, they have so much give left to right that you can literally hear them wobble when you click. The mouse is the G3 Ultra by Mhose. Next up is a Zowie U2 clone by the same brand. It's the M7 Ultra. Its main buttons are the Omron opticals. It's a switch that most mouse reviewers love, but I hate. At least for RuneScape, that is. They are described as very tactile, which sure they are, but they are also very stiff. But this mouse is somehow an exception to the rule. On this mouse they are very light, but also very tactile. Here's how they sound like. Yet again, the next mouse is by Mhose. It also has the Omron opticals as its main buttons, but in this mouse they are very stiff, though that stiffness comes with a nice rebound. I have to give them credit, my unit had amazing build quality, truly felt like a premium product. It's a mouse suitable for small hands, especially if you use a claw or fingertip grip. The next one is one of my favorites, even though visually it reminds me of a platypus. It's called the Groove and it's made by a company called Vancer. Its main buttons are the Huano blue shell pink dots. They require a medium actuation force, but damn are they tactile and crisp. The shape is also very unique in the sense that the sides flare out instead of in. Still, I can't recommend it because my unit had a huge problem. The bottom of the mouse is uneven, which means it will wobble in use. And for a mouse aimed at gaming, that's unforgivable. But yeah, anyways, here's how the mouse sounds. This one I find myself coming back to every single time. The shape of the mouse is a copy of the popular G403 by Logitech. The clicks are amazing and the sensor implementation is absolutely perfect. It's using the FE opticals as its main buttons and they are insanely crisp and light. They are so light they are borderline mushy. The mouse is called Terror Pro and it's made by a company called Tevolution. The next mouse is a Superlight clone. It's called the Nexus and it's made by a company called Dark Project. Compared to the Superlight, everything about it is better. The clicks, the weight, the coding, except for the sensor, there's something wrong with it, but I can't quite put my finger on what. The best way I can describe it is it feels a bit floaty, kinda like the movements would have a small delay and that they would not be exactly one-to-one with the movements of my hand. The next mouse is the Fierce Gaming Gear Mad G Max. This mouse is almost perfect for me. I love the shape, the weight, the build quality, but I dislike the clicks. Where I click the buttons, they are so heavy they literally clack instead of click. Also, when I first got it, it had the same sensor issue as the Nexus. But I think it's just a firmware bug, because all I did was change some settings in the web software, and the problem fixed itself and it hasn't come back since then. And the settings I changed had nothing to do with the sensor, I think it was debounce delay and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, here's how the mouse sounds.
En mä usko, että ainakaan mitenkään aktiivisesti.
The next one used to be my main mouse for the longest time. It's the DeathAdder V2. It has the best clicks I've ever had in a mouse. The clicks are so light, they feel mushy, but they have an amazing rebound. And even though the sensor is still perfectly usable, it is starting to be a bit outdated. Also, by today's standards, the mouse weighs like a brick. Next up is the most expensive mouse I own. It's the Stormbreaker Max Carbon Fiber by Pwnage. It set me back over 180 euros. It innovates with an adjustable sensor position, and it came with amazing accessories like the best grip tape I've ever felt. Also, the sensor performance is perfect. Sadly, the clicks are unremarkable, and it creaks so much it feels like it will crumble to dust if I use any force at all. The next one is more of an honorable mention. It's the VGN Dragonfly F2. The clicks are amazingly crisp, but it just didn't fit my hand at all. The last one is more like a buyer's beware. It's the Razer Naga X. It's marketed as an MMO mouse, and it might be good for MMOs that have abilities, but for RuneScape, the buttons are just on the way. The buttons are placed exactly where I would want to place my thumb, which causes me to accidentally hit them every single time I try to flick. This video is a lot different than anything I've done before. If you made it this far, let me know by commenting below. I hope you enjoyed my rant and thanks for watching.